Plongez dans le grand bain de la vie locale avec Radio Grand Lac.
Your English Weekly. Your English Weekly. La chronique 100% en anglais de Radio Grand Lac avec Sinead.
Hi everyone and welcome to Your English Weekly. I'm Sinead Dupont from Your English Workshop and I'll be presenting our new chronicle every week from 12:30 to 1:15, So don't forget to tune in at this time. Today we have a special guest, Christine Santana. And thank you to all our listeners on Radio Grand Lac 92.1 that will make this show work. So happy to hear from you in the future. Don't forget you can also win a prize or a goodie every week, sponsored by one of our local activities. Send your answers, or if you wish to participate in this chronicle, Your English Weekly, 100% English, every Tuesday at 12:30 to 1:15. Don't hesitate to send me a message on info@yourenglishworkshop.com. Hoping to read your messages. Now, this chronicle that we are presenting, we will have somebody local every week. Today, it's Christina. And in this, we will also have a surprise to win. So what can that be? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to give you an expression. And with this expression, you have to imagine what it will be. Okay, Christine, are you ready?
I'm ready to play.
Okay, just so you know, I'm not here to catch you out. The object is to learn a new expression every week. It's part of the program, okay?
Okay.
So, right, here we go. What does the expression, Little Miss Goody Two-Shoes mean? What does the expression, Little Miss Goody Two-Shoes mean?
Let me think. I have no idea, Sinead. In fact, it could be a French expression, which is avoir ou ne pas avoir les deux pieds dans le même sabot, because of the two shoes. Yeah, it's funny, but I'm not sure it is the right answer. Listener, please, don't listen to me.
No, don't worry.
If you want to win.
No, don't worry. So, okay, I'll tell you the answer at the end. So we'll see what the answer is at the end. Okay, Christine?
Okay, fine.
Now, Christine, thank you for coming. Thank you for joining this chronicle that we are organizing every week from 12:30 to 1:15. And Christine, just to talk about you yourself first. So, Christine, you are from aix-les-bains. You've been born and raised here. You worked in the tourist office before joining the team on Radio Grand Lac. Is that correct?
Totally correct.
Okay. So today, what are you going to talk to us today about?
We're going to talk about the company, the boat company.
Nice.
And Lac du Bourget, which is my favorite lake, of course.
Okay, so if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, Christine, if I'm correct, our listeners today could win a boat trip, is that right?
Exactly, a 1-hour tour on the lake.
Okay, so if you think you have the answer to the expression Little Miss Goody Two-Shoes, don't hesitate to send a message on info@yourenglishworkshop, and I will tell you who our winner is next week. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Christine, over to you now. Let's get the show on the road.
Yeah. So thanks again, Sinead, for inviting me to your first chronicle on my favorite radio, Radio Grand Lac.
That's right. It's our first chronicle today.
Yes,
so it's the first of many because we've decided to do it every week.
So I do agree with you, Sinead, when we have mentioned about the boat company and you talk about the unique Ségolène. Yes.
Did I talk about Ségolène?
Yes, you talked about happy birthday, my Ségolène. It's a day today, by the way. And of course, I have to mention a Love Paillette Dream Team. So to have some information about me, after a long career in the aix-les-bains tourist office, mainly in contact with clients coming from all over parts of France, Europe and more, I cannot imagine not focusing on our lake, the one and only Lac du Bourget, my favorite one.
That's my favorite too.
Yes, I'm sure. It's an amazing lake with an amazing size, 18 kilometers long, 2.5 kilometers large, and 147 meters deep. Amazing. Just a quick review. So that you know, the Lac du Bourget is located just where the Préalpes and where the Jura mountain ranges meet together. It's an interesting geographical information. You should know also the lake has been classified by scientists as a warm lake, which means the surrounding area enjoys a very mild climate compared to the rest of Savoie. For example, coucou Frédérica, the village of Brison-les-Oliviers, which is privileged location and its Mediterranean vegetation. Imagine in summer, the lake can reach as much as 28 degrees. You imagine, Sinead? Mm-hmm.
Oh, 28 is fantastic. It's when it's 14 that it's a bit more difficult.
But a large part of the year is warm. What fun we may enjoy with this lake.
Oh, I know. We always take advantage of this little lake that's there. It's fantastic.
Of course, I have to say, one of the best ways to discover our lake, it is by navigating it.
And I don't know if you know, Christine, one of the first jobs I had when I arrived in France was working on the boats with the family Prud'homme at the time.
And Ségolène.
Exactly. That's how I know Ségolène, exactly. Because I did say earlier that she was a unique, but not on the air, with Christine.
Exactly. We're lucky to be on Radio Grand Lac, which is a partner of the boat company in Le Grand Port in aix-les-bains, which offers you a large range of cruises with live commentaries by the captain on board. And thanks to these commentaries, we will learn more about the lake.
I have a question. Do they do the commentaries in English?
They will propose you a paper with translation.
Okay, but they don't actually do it in English.
Not directly, not in live.
Maybe in the future we can organize that.
Exactly.
Ségolène, I hope you're listening to me.
Yes, Cécile will be okay. So it's possible to choose a 1-hour discovering tour to navigate a part of the lake. Another option will be a trip for an hour and a half to reach the wild coast, a wonderful one, or perhaps even a half-day cruise with meal on board, or a complete day to go on the Canal de Savière. I will talk about that again.
Okay, but Christine, just before I ask, tell us, you that knows a lot about the Lake de Bourget and knows a lot about the boats and what have you, which cruise would you recommend to our listeners who are listening today?
It's not exactly a recommendation. It's my favorite cruise. It's my must. And it is, would you like to know it?
Of course I would, Christine. That's what I want you to tell us about your favorite cruise.
Yes, probably the most emblematic. It is a cruise to cross the lake and make a stop to visit the Abbaye de Hautecombe, a wonderful historical monument where there are 41 members of the House of Savoie buried in it. It is a necropolis since the 10th century with an exceptional architecture. And also with La Grange Batelière, a place to enjoy some concerts or discover some exhibitions. Of course, the boat company offer to this occasion this trip all the year round.
Okay, so just to recapitulate, this trip is all year round. You can go once a day to the Abbey to see
to visit the church with a guided tour in all the languages.
Okay, in all languages.
Yeah, really. It's
nice.
It's a very good offer. And we have to know that the Abbey, feet in the water, of course, is the most visited monument in Savoie. It was probably the case last weekend during les Journées du Patrimoine.
Yes.
You know that, Sinead?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Many people use the boat to go to the Abbey at this period. And I remember an anecdote. You say that? Anecdote?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I remember an anecdote when we went by boat to the Abbey in the 1990s.
Oh, back in the 90s, yeah.
Yeah. We meet the community of Benedictine monks who was in charge of life in the Abbey. And it was really, Sinead, absolutely a singular and fascinating atmosphere with the monks.
I actually joined 2 or 3 of those masses at the time, actually taking the boat, because when I was working on the boat, we would do some stopovers there.
Yeah.
And we would go and see the monks.
The monks.
Yeah, good memory.
Good memory. At the moment, it is a laic and religious community who is in charge of the life in the abbey. It is a community of chemin neuf. So, to discover by another way the surroundings of the lake, I suggest you an ecological way. Take your bicycle, it's possible. You put it on a boat specifically equipped to cross the lake from Le Grand Port to the harbor of Conju. And you could join by bicycle. After that, the north of the lake, another emblematic touristic spot, of course, with the Canal de Savière and the village of Chana. So bucolic, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. I'd say quite quaint myself. But yes, it is beautiful, of course. So just to come back on that quickly, today you can actually put your bike on the boat.
Yeah.
So you can actually cross over from Grand Port to the Abbey, and then you can continue and go down to the Rhone.
Along the Via Rhona, for example. Yes,
okay.
Exactly.
And vice versa. So people who are coming from other places, they can actually go there to the Abbey and come across to aix-les-bains?
To Conju, to be precise.
To Conju.
To Conju,
okay.
To come back to aix-les-bains. It's
and then
possible.
visit aix-les-bains and then go back after.
Exactly.
Oh, nice.
It could be a single tour or to go and come back.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, it is. And it's a new proposition. Whatever time of the year you choose to navigate, I'm sure you will appreciate all the different landscapes with so many different natural colors and lights, depending on the season. I know John Peter in the radio is totally in love with his lake and with his chambotte.
But hang on, Christine. 90% of the people living in aix-les-bains are in love with this lake, myself included.
Yeah, but particularly John Peter with his chambotte spot. Don't forget to go to the roof of the boat, of course, to enjoy an incredible panoramic view.
Oh, it is very, very exquisite. I actually organized with a wedding a few years back of some friends, and we actually had a wedding party on the roof. It was really good.
Probably it was great.
It was, and the people so nice. They organized everything, and it was just the most relaxing moment going around the lake and just taking in all the views. No, very relaxing and nice.
Yes, because the boat company is professional, welcoming and nice.
Christine, we have to move on. You know that we've only got 2 minutes left, and in those 2 minutes, we've got to tell our listeners what Little Miss Goody Two Shoes means.
Oh, we'd like to know.
Oh, I'll tell you who the winner is next week for a little trip around the boat. But for the moment, Little Miss Goody Two Shoes is just like the person who is the first of the class, who is always standing up and ready to be in action to do something good for somebody, and will never or will rarely make a mistake or go outside of that little box. So it's not quite what you said.
Not exactly, not at all.
No, but
I was not the first of the class. That's why.
Well, listen, Christine, I want just to say thank you. I want to say thank you for sharing with us the company of the boats and their trips around the lake. So that was nice to hear, especially that it's something that we can still do today. And people who wish to go, where can they go to find out more information?
Go to the Grand Port directly to the desk to buy a ticket and to find the Dream Team company. Yeah, for sure they will welcome you and sell you tickets very easily, or by internet, of course, or Facebook. Many possibilities.
Okay, so thank you all for listening, and don't hesitate to send your suggestions or your requests, or if you wish to participate, or if you wish to offer something to win. We're always looking for little goodies to win. Don't hesitate to send them to info@yourenglishworkshop.com. To re-listen to this program, you can connect or learn more about us at www.radiograndlac.com. And thank you for listening to Radio Grand Lac. I hope to see you at the same time next week. Next week, we will have Sabrina Brickman coming to talk to us about the Squash Club in Chambéry. So that'll be nice to hear about. That's all, folks, for this week. From Your English Workshop, Sinead Dupont with Your English Weekly. Don't forget to stay tuned in for the latest tendencies in decoration by the famous Jessica. So from 1 to 2, you're going to listen to Jessica in English, maybe not, huh? Probably in French, huh? About the latest tendencies. Thank you for listening, everyone, and can't wait to hear from you and can't wait to come back next week. Bye. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.